yes. Well, one of the reasons why I wanted to be here, first of all, is because the bishop asked me, and I love.
My lips lick a little bit.
No, I just wanted to make sure.
Makeup.
Okay. Now that took some of my lip and I get some more.
I'm gonna hold my microphone because the audio is clearer. You want to make a microphone, like put it on a stick and hold it?
You think I should? I wonder if this can hear me very well.
Huh?
You turned mine up?
No.
Oh. Well. All right.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah, I guess so.
So you got to tell me what you worked with.
Yeah.
Because we're going to do an intro.
Right.
Okay, we're going to do an intro. And then I'm going to cut it from the intro. But you got to let me know. I'm going to do your intro.
Why?
For you. Because it's better if somebody else brag on you than you brag on yourself.
Okay. Well, I've been in mental health for, I want to say like 7 years. I worked the lowest or the youngest I've worked with is 5-year-olds. The oldest is 70 something in their 70s.
What was the issues? Tell me the biggest problem. So you work with...
I mean, mental health, sexual abuse, mental abuse. Physical, sexual, mental, emotional abuse, mental health.
Didn't you work with the most severe kind of...
Yeah, for sure.
People. So there are levels. So what are the levels? Do you know the levels?
No.
Let me look it up.
I don't know what you mean by levels.
Because I need to know... what are the levels of social work, of people working with people in social work? Like, what's the most severe, what's the mid, and what's the
Not
easy?
just social work, it's mental health.
Mental health. What's the most severe, what's the middle, and what's the easiest? And are there names for it so I can know it?
Categorize.
Okay, so it's high acuity, high risk social work. Crisis social work. That was yours?
That was when I was at Wyandotte, yeah.
Crisis social work.
And yeah, and
you're dealing with suicide risk, self-harm, psychosis, schizophrenia.
And that was kids too. Yeah, that's yeah.
And you did that at each level.
Yeah, I've worked with all of them.
Okay. All right, here we go. All right, so right now, what most people don't know about you is you have worked in social work for over 7 years, right?
Yeah.
For 7 years.
I wouldn't call it social work, but yes.
What would it be called? Mental health.
I would just say mental health. Yeah.
Okay, so what most people don't know about you is that you worked in mental health for 7 years. Yeah. And you didn't just work, it's levels to social work. And I'm going to read this so I make sure. So the easiest level is people who are dealing with mild mental health struggles, goal setting, house help. The next level, which is more intense, is people with depression, maybe some anxiety, PTSD. But you worked with people who are on suicide watch. They had self-harm alerts. They were in psychosis. People were dealing with full-blown schizophrenia, violent behavior, child abuse. Not only at a child, you dealt with children, 5 years old. You dealt with full-blown adults who are in the streets of Kansas City.
Yeah.
Doing the exact same thing. You have dealt with the most severe cases at each level.
Yeah.
And you did it at a high level.
Yeah.
And here you are with a man who has autism and is a projector, has his own mental stuff going on. So what I want to do is I want you to be the expert and really talk about, from your mental health perspective, what it's like dealing with a person like me and being in a relationship with a person like me. And what the hell do I have? Like, what's my things?
What's my things?
Yeah.
First of all, I love you.
Love you too, man.
Thank you for that. I've never had someone I've never heard someone outside of me say what I've done.
That's what you've done.
So
It's amazing.
That's cool.
It's incredible. Yeah.
So that was an experience. Yeah. What's the question?
What is it like dealing with me? What are my things? I'm selfishly asking. What's going on with my brain and what have you noticed and how have you had to adjust? Because it's autism. I know it's light level autism you identified in me.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that. I had no idea that I
Yeah.
had light level autism. But you really identified it and
Yeah.
it's
We're
true.
going to call it high functioning
High functioning.
instead of
look
low
at your
level.
words.
Yeah, we're going to call it high functioning.
High functioning. Look how
Yeah.
you do it. Look how you just
Because
turned
no
that.
one has detected it.
Yeah,
All
true.
your life. Has anybody ever
Nobody has
pointed
ever
it out?
detected.
Once I did, it was like, it became
It
more
was
obvious.
very obvious that I'm autistic. Very obvious. It's just certain things that I would do in my own world and to my own self. I'm like, even when I look at myself on a camera or I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just certain things that I do that I'm like, that's like a little tick or some different type of thing. What are you doing? Like, why do you think like that?
Yeah. So it started off with when we got together, we really struggled with our communication.
Yeah.
And it just didn't make sense. It didn't make sense why we were having the conversations we were having. Because it's not like we were like completely going against each other.
What type of conversation? So for a person who don't know the kind of conversations.
Oh gosh. It would usually, like when we first got together, it was like, he just didn't understand, like, we didn't understand what each other was saying in the way we were saying it. We would need each other to say it differently. Like he would say something and it would be very pointed, and understanding now is very direct, not thinking about the emotional aspects and how it looks to another person. He wasn't
And
doing
how would
that.
it look to another? Because
it would look so rude. Okay. It would be completely rude.
But you know that that's not me.
Inconsiderate.
That's not
Yeah. And it would be like, it would baffle me because it was like, what? Because then when we would have a conversation about it, it would then come out, that's not how you meant it.
Yeah.
And someone could say, oh, he just needs to be more considerate. And it's like, he's actually very considerate. That's actually why he's saying what he's saying, because he did consider things. But he considered things that you didn't consider.
Yeah.
And after a long time of this is the phrase that really, it set off an alarm when you would say, I need to tell you how my brain works. And that's not something someone typically says. So
I've been saying it my whole life.
I've almost never, I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that. Ever.
I've
maybe a couple people. That's like me, like trying to be Libra optimistic. Like,
Yeah.
Maybe a couple people, but like once like it was like a pattern, like you would say it all the time. And so it would get me thinking, like, who says that? No one's saying that. Like, just talk to me. Like, do the thing. Communicate,
Yeah, I couldn't.
And the way that you would misunderstand me, it was like, how are we would just miss each other.
Totally missing each other.
We would just miss each other. And after a while, I really don't know. I would say it's like intuition mixed with, like, we talked about the other day, you said you have to know things in order for the gut to really get a good read on things. And I think my background in mental health really helped me understand, like, okay, there's something here to pay attention to.
Okay.
There's something here to pay attention
to.
to.
Your training did that.
Yeah, you clearly have ADHD. That's very obvious. Like, anyway, just like spend 2 minutes with him. His ADHD. And then you let me know that I think you knew you had dyslexia, but it was like, nah, you like didn't really want to like be into that.
Because think about it. Now we mentioned in multiple things combined. I don't want to put all those labels on myself and carry those labels.
Yeah.
But yes, dyslexia.
And it really wasn't, we'll get to that. But yeah, it was these different things. And it was like, there's something here that I'm missing that is preventing me from really understanding and communicating with you well. And what was it? It's just little things that you do and the way that you think. And the way that you obsess about things And I think one time we were in Ohio, you didn't understand something and it took you away completely.
Really?
Yeah. You were like, no, I have to understand. Like you could not move on.
Really?
Yeah. And that's when I had already said, babe, I think you might have autism before that. But at that moment, that's when I was like, yeah.
You knew it.
Yeah.
Do you remember what it was?
We were sitting in the backyard at your mom's and I don't remember what we were talking about, but it was like a question and you're like, no, I have to understand. And like, I saw you just like go away in your mind and you were like,
I had to figure that out before I moved on. I couldn't move on.
Yeah.
Wow. See, even me talking about this, I'm like, damn, that's definitely, it's just me. Like for me, it's just me.
Yeah.
So I'm used to it. But I did notice at a certain point, people are not used to this kind of thinker or whatever I am. I don't know what I am, but people are definitely not used to it and they need to be put on alert of it. And a lot of people don't want to be put on alert because they don't want to think about extra stuff. But just you saying that.
Yeah.
But keep going.
Yeah. And I think as far as like going back to the labels, it's not about labeling you like, oh, my man has this. It is for us to understand how we need to communicate. Where do I specifically need to tweak how I'm communicating and how I'm receiving you? Because a lot of times I will receive you as if you were me instead of receiving you as you.
Yeah.
And I think that is detrimental to a relationship because it's very obvious we're supposed to be together.
Right.
But the way
I think that's important.
Yeah. The way that we were communicating, it was like, what are we missing? Because it wasn't like, gosh, it was not anything crazy.
But it was just missing.
Yeah.
We were missing each other. You were here, up here.
Missing each other.
Yeah,
completely.
For sure.
And so understand, and we still work on it, but there's more awareness in it. So it's not as heavy. And I think the more accountability and responsibility I take in knowing that I have to understand how you communicate and how you need to be communicated to is important for moving forward. I'm
so grateful for you for that because you don't have to do that, but you choose to do that.
Well, when you love someone,
that
is what's the other option?
When you love someone, for sure.
So what has your experience been like though in having that connection to someone say, hey, I think there's something more here than just this?
I can't even explain how appreciative I am because all my life is early years, you don't know what's going on. So I don't know what's happening. I just know my brain works differently. People are different. I had to create like an identity around confidence, arrogance, strength. I can do whatever. Your brain messed up, not mine. I had to turn it on you because I had to protect myself.
Right.
So that's younger years, right? Then I grow up and I'm like, all right, something's going on in my brain. I know that. Like I can't, and people don't, when you're younger and you charming and you charismatic, which is helpful, you can get away with things. But then when you grow up, you're like, damn, people are not going to give me this longer leash my whole life. They're not even going to deal with me because when you get older, you need to figure that out yourself.
Yeah.
So when I got older, which is older is 22, okay, like 22, 23, 24, then I'm like, I have to select the people I talk to, I communicate with. I have to navigate this world completely differently than everybody else. I had to spend immense amount of time structure and planning and mapping out the mental map of my world. So it would be like I go home and I'm doing Mission Impossible, Batcave, Jimmy Neutron in the dungeon, figuring out the next day, writing down people's responses to me, eye contact, the way they looked away, whose energy I think is capable of comprehending, whose is not. What do they want? If I can find what they want, I can ride the train of what they want and get and be so useful to it that they start paying attention to me and consider me deeper. I had to consider all of those factors. And I would be considering them every single night and every single day. It was a full-time job. I'm constantly thinking about it.
Yeah.
All the time. Because I have to, because this is how I'm navigating the world. It's like I have to turn it into a machine.
Yeah.
A map.
Yeah.
I have to turn it into...
You have to figure out what worked for you.
Yes.
And build a system around that.
And what works for them. I had to understand what works for everybody.
Yeah.
In my environment.
And that goes into the projectors, the thing we didn't even talk about.
Right.
So understanding human design. Before we had met, I looked up human design. You know, you go on an awakening journey and you somehow just
start looking up stuff.
Yeah, you just come across all these things. You're like, I'm a life path 1, I'm a generator. You know, like you have all these terms. It's like only some people go deep into the one thing, you know, and I dibble dabbled. I was like, I'm a generator, life path 1, cool. Here's this. And it was like, generator, cool. That's what most people are. And then you come into my life and you're like, I'm a projector. And I was like, that's nice. Cool. Good for you. Anyways, and like moved on with it. But then as we, again, with the communication and moving forward in like career at first and business and like created more misunderstandings and miscommunication. And again, I had to come into more understanding you work completely different than me. It's not that you're inconsiderate. It's not that you don't care about me. It's not all these other things that it could seem like. It's so easy to assume that because I work a very specific way. Why don't you just understand that?
Yeah, and the way that I communicate is so direct that it can seem inconsiderate too.
Yeah. And so understanding that human design is an actual design. You are designed differently than I am.
Yeah.
And so still to this day, I'm still grasping that more and more because it's completely new. As far as I know, the only projector I know, like, at least that knows you're a projector.
Yeah.
So, and that's the good part, that you at least have that.
I think that saved me too.
Yeah.
I had to know myself as well as I could.
Right.
So if somebody was open to hearing it, I could communicate it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's where that, when you would say like, I need to tell you how my brain works before we do X, Y, Z or talk about, you know, and I realized like you kept advocating for yourself. That was part of me realizing that you had high functioning autism. Wow. Because you kept advocating for yourself. And I remember I watched this show. Oh gosh, I don't even remember what it's called now. We'll probably like maybe put it in here or something. About Sam and his mom. And his mom had built her life around advocating for him because he had, I want to say Asperger's, but I'm not sure. And once he was older and didn't need her to do that as much, she was kind of lost. And so I'm realizing after a while, I was like, he's advocating for himself like usually a parent would. But you didn't have that. So sometimes you will over advocate for yourself. You will over communicate that because it has been so difficult in the past. Yeah. You would kind of overdo it in our communication. And it would be like, I don't understand why you're doing that. Until I realized like, okay, he has had to deal with this for a very long time. No one knew specifically what it was. And so he's had to over communicate, over explain, or completely withdraw because he's not being understood. And just seeing that, I can't tell you specifically how it just became obvious more and more the longer we got together. Remember, I would like bring it up. Yeah, and I'd be like, I think like, there's a possibility.
And I'm like, every time we looked it up, I'm like, it's probably is.
Yeah, I'm like, babe, you have all of these. But you know, like I didn't go to school for that. Like I'm not trained in it specifically, but I've worked with so many of people on the spectrum that it's like,
you could tell.
I really want to say, but I don't want to like professionally diagnose, you know? But as far as our relationship, we did need to know because it has done a lot more for us to know than to not know.
Babe, the way that we design for each other is crazy because you truly are a person. You don't have to do what you're doing. That's the thing. Like you don't have to consider. You don't, because it's difficult. You don't have to. See, look, that's what I'm saying.
When you love someone, it's not that difficult.
That's the thing. And I think that's just the most beautiful thing about it, because I'm sitting here listening like, damn, I don't know if I would be able to handle it. If I was you, I don't know if I would be able to have the brain capacity to really handle that unless I'm a professional.
Yeah.
Unless I was a professional, I wouldn't know how to deal with my mind.
Yeah, I can.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know how to do it.
I definitely think that. And I think that's why I have so much compassion for your ex. Because every now and then I'll say that, you know? So I'm like, dang, I can see why she like kind of hates you.
Yeah.
I can see where the difficulties came in.
I can see
and the just completely not understanding your functioning, the way you speak, how you do things, why you do things.
Totally missing.
Yeah.
I can see.
I can definitely see that. On top of, we've worked through some other things too, as far as like childhood things and things like that.
So if you add that on top, it's just imagine that.
Yeah.
And that's why I think I got really good at forgiving other people because I've been messing up my whole life.
Yeah, you are very good at that.
Because I've been messing up my whole life.
And I don't want it to sound like, oh, she's just doing therapy for him. Like, first of all, I'm not a therapist. Yeah. Second of all, this is easy because I love him. I'm not like over here like doing work. Like, all right, babe, let's sit down and do therapy. Like, it is not. It's like, what the is wrong with him? What is going on? Why are we mad at each other right now? It's not been like me fixing you or anything like that. It's very much been a mutual. Like, I have gained so much knowledge about myself.
And See,
in our relationship.
One thing that saved me, I want to say this for anybody who's dealing with something like this. One thing is I know exactly what my value is to people. It's very easy for me to know. You do not know yourself better than I do. Guarantee it.
And that's the projector.
Yeah, I gotta know you.
Yeah.
You don't need, it's complete survival. It came from complete survival. I needed to do it. So I know you better than you do, and I can make your life better. I know that for sure, beyond a shadow of a doubt. And what I'm gonna give you is so much higher than what you're gonna have to figure out to work with me.
Yeah.
It's like not even in the same world.
Yeah.
So I know my value above and beyond what challenge it is to deal with me or work with me. I do know that. So when I know that clearly, I can have confidence and I can have certainty that totally everybody is not going to want to work with me or talk to me. I know that. That's fine. But the people who do are going to be blessed beyond belief. If you got that confidence, if you got that certainty, you can go into any circumstance, in any situation, feeling very good about yourself and what you can do. You just know it. The challenge is navigating. Who even notices?
Yeah.
First, that's projector stuff. Like noticing, it's very difficult for you to notice. Okay, everybody always said Josh is just different. Yeah.
And I want to say as far as you being on the spectrum, that is like the least of
the challenge.
It's the projector part that gives us the most challenge with like making goals and like doing things.
Yes, because
it's such a different structure of relationship, not just romantic, but like just relationship period. Even like when you're working with people, it has to go a specific way for it to actually work and move forward. So, and in a relationship, and we're doing business together, so it's like we have to navigate both of those, and we're figuring it out on the fly, really, and learning. So it has been a journey for sure. But with you being a projector, it has allowed me to learn so much about myself because you're so good at learning systems. And so with me being like, I'm a generator, life lifelong, whatever, astrology and things like that. It has helped me learn more about myself, which has freed me up. And I would say the part that makes it so easy to work with you and help you through your own personal challenges is the fact that it's very obvious that you genuinely love me. That you're a genuine person, first of all, and that you love me. When you know those two things about a person, it makes it way easier to do anything.
I can see that.
Right?
Yeah.
Because for a while there, I have a very crazy brain, air sign. I'm like, he's setting me up. He's doing these things. But that was my own like insecurities and that weird voice in my head.
Yeah.
Like, he's setting me up. He's doing this. And then I walk in, you're like reading the Bible. It's like, fuck. It's in my head. Like, you know, like, or like you'll turn around. I'm like, he's over there thinking about something crazy. And you're like, so I was thinking about how we can help people. I'm like, oh, fuck. He's just a nice guy, you know, like.
That's mostly what's on my mind. How to help people. I figured out thinking about this idea. Damn, yeah. That definitely would make it easier.
Yeah.
Because the consistency of that, like every time you hear my brain talk, it's talking about helping somebody or it's talking about the same stuff. I'm not talking about much different. So it does, that can make it a lot easier. I also did notice that early on. I noticed that, and this might be autism or whatever, but I noticed that genuine people, if you are genuine and you love people and you just a good person and you always really intending to serve and help, that it just consistency over time will show. It'll just show to certain people just will be like, if you're around me long enough, you will just notice like, no, that's how he is. He's probably thinking about helping somebody. And then they can come to me and people open up. But it does take time. Like if I'm around somebody long enough, you can eventually see that. But I will say this, I don't feel the same confidence if I know I'm only gonna be around somebody for a second. Like if I go out and meet people, like baby shower or whatever we go to.
Right.
If I'm only meeting you once, I'm probably gonna be quiet.
Yeah, that is another thing I noticed in like social settings.
Because if I say something that's totally off, you gonna take it the wrong way. So I'm not gonna talk. I'm gonna sit here and maybe make a couple comments. If you decide that you want to talk to me and you notice that I'm smart, I might start talking to you.
Yeah.
And then when my brain opens, you want to talk to me more. I know that that's gonna happen, but I'm not gonna make it happen. That's projector too.
Yeah.
Get invited in the conversation. I might make a comment here or there, but I'm not going to talk a lot. But assess that. Like what you think that is. Do you think that's a good strategy? Or what do you notice? What you notice about it?
I mean, I think it's a few things. So then there's the high functioning. In social settings, you do have to adjust because you just don't understand everybody in the room. Right. As a projector, it helps you, but the being on the spectrum, there's still like that challenge of.
If I was to be talking to a person one-on-one for a while but nobody wants to talk to one person for a very long time.
Yeah.
So I know that, so I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are very good when there's like a lot of people. Staying back and being general is easier for you than to here.
Having way too much.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I realized that too.
Really? What's that like to watch?
Oh, it's just
normal.
Yeah. It's just I'm watching my man and just learning about you. I think one thing that helps as far as like so you have learned how to mask and you didn't know it throughout life.
Explain mask.
So like you said, throughout your life, you had to learn like in different settings to be a certain way.
Yeah.
In specific situations.
Yeah.
That's masking.
Yeah.
I need to be like this because this is what people like this do. That's essentially
masking. Yeah.
What that has been. And I think with me being so rebel and I'm just going to be who I am. I actually don't care what mom says, dad says, sister says, boyfriend says, anybody says. Yes, I barely even care what I say.
Which I love that about you.
And that space that I have allowed you to come in and be your full thing. And it allowed me to see you more because you were in an open space like, oh.
Yeah. It's like
I'm just me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I see you. So it's like you get to be and you get to be seen.
Yeah, both.
Yeah.
At the same time.
And so I have seen you also understand yourself more and more. Like when you realize like, oh, that's masking. when we had that realization, it's like, yes, babe, that's called masking.
Damn.
And you throughout your life have been advocating for yourself. And you coming to those realizations, you being able to be in a space of, I don't need you to be any particular thing, but you.
Right.
And you being able to understand yourself even better has done nothing but let our relationship grow even more beautifully. Because I get to see all of you. And then I get to get bigger and let you be even more of yourself. And then you get to see more of yourself and be more of yourself. And then I get to love more of you. So it's like this big expansion project for a projector. And the projector part is where we're really understanding more and more. That's where we need to work on. So it's not, okay, I need to understand that he needs to communicate a certain way because he's on the spectrum and he needs that and that.
The projector is the big one.
The projector part that is needing more understanding.
So clarification on projector for people who don't know. Projectors are an energy type, and the energy type is 5 energy types. 70% of the world are what's called generators.
That's me.
Generators produce their own energy. They are the work dogs of the world. They respond and they go, I like that, or I don't like that. And that's what they do. They just move with that through their whole life. So that's generators, and they love work and they want to do that work and love it. Satisfaction is the thing. That's about 70% of people. Projectors are designed to guide the generators. So
and the manifesting generators?
And manifesting generators. Manifestors are to activate both parties, but that's a whole different thing.
Right.
But projectors are designed to guide the generators. So generators don't know what the hell they want to do. They it's like the Joker. If I catch a car, if I catch the Batman, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Like, they don't know what the hell. They running in circles, they burning 90% of energy, and they having fun doing it. It's like a dog in the backyard running circles. Like, that's what a generator is.
That's so
like, that's what a generator is. A projector goes in there like, that's a lot of energy. If you just blew open this fence and made that dog run this direction, we could be in Paris or whatever, we could be in wherever you want to be. Yeah. But this energy is wasted.
Running into solar power and then light up the whole city. And then we'll be like,
that's what we see. We see all of that. And generators really do burn 90% of the energy on shit that they don't even have to do. They just want to be satisfied. That's why. They don't care if it works.
Yeah.
They just want to be satisfied. Running the
energy.
They just chase their tail. Like,
drink some water.
Yeah. Pass out.
Yeah. And then get back up.
Do it again. That's generators. So projectors, we don't have that energy. We don't have that capability. So what we do is we plug into generators to see, and then the information comes back to us. We understand you fully because we're absorbing your energy, and we know what you need to do because we just became you.
Yeah.
That's what a projector does. And we have the information in our brain on exactly what you need to do for your specific situation. That's a projector.
And you're a mental projector?
I'm a mental projector, which just means I have no centers open below the throat. And that just means I get conditioned by my whole world. The world conditions me. I'm picking up everybody's energy.
Yeah.
That's what it means. So when it comes to me being a projector, it just means I know what you need. But you have to recognize I know what you need, and then invite me for me to have the energy to help you. If I don't have that, if I try to help you without you asking, it falls flat. Generators, if they feel it, they could just start preaching to you and you will accept it because they felt it and you will too. Yeah. That's how generators are. Projector, if I start preaching at you and you did not ask, you're going to look at me crazy. I could be the most genius person in the world. It does not matter.
Yeah.
You did not recognize my genius and you definitely did not invite me to talk to you.
Wow.
So I can't even talk with all this knowledge in my head. I can't even talk to you unless you recognize that I can help you and ask me to help you. Without those two things, I don't have access to the energy to even help. It's going to fall flat.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is I don't like to just take on labels. When I look back on my past, every situation where I was invited, it worked out perfectly and the thing blew up to high levels. Anytime I tried to insert myself, like all the advice is out there on the self-help platforms, doesn't work. Doesn't work. Projectors are about 15 or 20%. I think it's like 17 maybe percent. The type of projector I am, I'm 0.5% of the population. It's super rare. So I'm a different type of person. I'm just so different.
Yeah.
So that's a projector. That's a projector. And you learning that this is how I function, it's totally different.
Yeah. As a generator, I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean you don't have your energy? Well, give mine back. What are you doing with mine? I'm going to use that.
And you know how you said you work 2 jobs.
Yeah.
When you found what you wanted and you was responding to it, you worked 2 jobs. Boom, boom, and you just was rolling. Not me. Not me. I had a breakdown when I worked like that, because when projectors work like generators, because we absorb your energy, we have access to your energy when we're around generators. We are feeling what you feel. So we think we can do that. As soon as we leave the venue, I'm crashing and you normal. Because
mind you, it wasn't a healthy way. I also broke down.
Yeah, right.
But then I would just go back right into it. I'm like, oh, I just need to take a nap.
Yeah. But you can do that though.
Yeah.
You can do that. I break down, I'm broken. I need to go get fixed, go to the mechanic, go back to the manufacturer, send him back because he broke. That's how it was for me. And I couldn't get it back.
Yeah.
So after that, I just remember that it was like a little bit before 2020, that breakdown happened. That breakdown happened. I couldn't do it. It was over. But you learning how I'm a projector in that sense, how has that been? To learn how is adjusting to my projectorness been?
You know what? It's been hard. I'm just being honest. Like just complete transparency. Like it's been hard because I am very, what is it? Like my, what is that? My mental thing in human design is closed. So like I have my own mind.
Oh, yeah.
So like I'm very strong-minded in my own way. And so, like you said, when you would come in and say things, I'm already closed off to the thoughts of anybody, let alone someone I don't even know is getting in my energy and figuring me out. I'm like, what? You don't need to be telling me what to do. You don't need to be. I didn't even ask you that.
Yeah, and I'm over here offering it with no invite.
Yeah, and so it was just like, it's just been like clash after clash. And then I think the hardest part has been the soundboard thing.
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
So a mental projector.
Go ahead.
Yeah, a mental projector, we have to say words out loud and we want to hear them back from the person so we can hear our own words to see what resonates with us. Because we don't know until we talk it out loud and hear it back. So you could do that by talking to a sounding board, which is a person who is supposed to talk back, but Alicia did not get that concept.
I am not a woman of many words. I'm a great listener. A wonderful listener. So a lot of time I'm barely getting this, and we're a couple years in.
You're doing well though.
And so he'd be like, I need you to talk. And I'd be like, okay. First of all, okay, don't judge me, because this man has a voice meant for teaching.
Yeah.
And he gives off a vibration of, I don't know, God. And it just makes people listen. So in the beginning of our relationship, first of all, I'm already closed off because I'm good. We don't got to talk about our feelings and all that. It's unnecessary. Let's just be in love. And Josh would be like he would be trying to connect or like talk business and things. He'd be like, I need you to talk. Like, I need you to respond. And I'm like, okay. I had nothing.
Silence.
First of all, you've hypnotized me with your voice. And also, what's a sounding board? I don't even know what that is. I thought it was just like you talk and like the sound hits me and comes back to you. Yeah. I didn't know you needed me to repeat it back.
Say something. And
tell you like the energy that you just, like what I just saw. I had no idea. I just learned that like last week. And so in the beginning, I'm just like quiet, like, yep. Like that makes sense. That is not what he was needing me to say at all.
I'm like, I need some contrarian. I need you to say what didn't resonate or what did.
Well, I don't know. The struggle is because he would talk about business, and I don't know anything about business. True. So I'd be like, that sounds good. He'd be like, we'll take over the world. And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Like, the only thing that I could do is when it was a very obvious no, I could say no.
Yeah.
That has been the only thing that I have been able to do.
You could definitely do that one.
Because I think that's that generator. Nope.
Yeah. No.
But anything else after that, it was like, I'm confused.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, you're doing great. Keep going. He's like, I don't get anywhere.
Oh my God. Look, I have to figure it out. I've learned some methods where I write in the morning. All it is I need to spend a tremendous amount of time alone. That's what it is. I need to spend immense time alone. In the morning, 2-3 hours in the morning, it's good. I'm just now getting back on track.
It does really good for you.
And it is. It does. And I'm going to say it's probably been a week, more than a week at this point.
It's been a couple
weeks of me every morning waking up and writing.
Yeah.
My own thoughts back to me so I can hear what resonates as I'm writing. And then listening to the talks and the information again, programming it back into my DNA and writing what I understand about it and going into meditation and feeling it. I need to connect with this one for a long time in the morning. It takes a lot of time alone.
Yeah.
Projectors need that.
And I used to be like, I'd be like, well, then just go if you need to be alone. Like, I would get so insulted. You just need to be by yourself, then go be by yourself. This is so dramatic.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, you need to go. Did you meditate today? Like, oh, are you writing? Okay. I'm gonna like sneak through the room.
Yeah. Because if I can get that time, my mind is a machine. I'm on point. I'm locked in. I cannot be stopped because I'm linking up with my own thing by just in the morning by myself, talking to myself and God only.
And I'm getting better at being a sounding board, so y'all better watch out.
You get way better at being a damn sounding board because you can hear it just takes time. And I always knew this. So for me, being a projector, and being an advocate for myself. I've watched who can understand it and who can't. And it was for a long time I couldn't get somebody to understand it because I was in my not self thing, which is bitterness. When you are bitter as a projector, no one attracts to you. Or the wrong people attract to you. But you cannot get a person to help you out. And it's a slippery slope because if you go down the slope long enough, you'll be around so many people who are negative and not for you that you absorb everything and you just stay down there because you get more and more bitter.
I wonder how many. That makes me think about like how many people who are really struggling with mental health are projectors.
I bet you. I would be curious to see.
That would be interesting to look into.
Because that's a huge component. Because when you're around the wrong people, you amplify the energy. That's what you do.
Maybe that could be like a nonprofit. That seems very specific.
From human design, a projector, I do think that'd be beneficial.
Yeah.
Definitely think that'd be beneficial. But
yeah. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
No, you go.
I was going to say in this relationship, like we talked about, like, me being a mental health professional and the way that you have been able to learn so much about yourself and grow in all the things, it's not almost like my number one need is growth. I grow, I have to evolve. Otherwise I am depressed. I just don't feel good. And in this relationship, I think because of, and on the spiritual journey, understanding this is my experience. The experience I'm having is completely mine. With you being on the spectrum and the way that you communicate is very pointed.
Yes. That always makes me laugh.
That has helped me understand more of where the experience is coming from, which is from me.
Because I'm so pointed.
Because you're so pointed. If you weren't, and there were all these other things and you understood perfectly social things and cues and things like that. Yeah,
I can see how it would be tougher.
Yeah, it would be easier for me to see that the experience is coming from you.
Yeah.
Instead of from me.
Yeah.
Because you didn't actually, what I heard is completely different than what you said. And so in that, I have been able to really learn. Yeah. And I haven't really talked about it. And I've noticed it a long time ago. I realized it.
Damn, that'd be helpful.
Yeah, that's why sometimes I talk about like that reading I got from Autistic Mystic online, and he was like, Libra, there's someone in your life who they're not sugarcoating anything for you. They're telling you like it is, and they're no longer like, they're not one of those people that's just gonna let you do whatever because of who you are. Which nobody talks to me like, and it's not about that you talk to me crazy or anything. It's just
direct.
It's very direct, and not a lot of people do that to me or correct me on anything because I'm the one that people come to for the corrections.
For good reason too.
Yeah, because I'm so mentally clear for the most part, but nobody's able to really see my unclearness.
Oh yeah.
And so having someone who's able to just say things the way they are trying to say it.
Yeah.
And Alicia has to understand how to take that and receive that. And the experience that I have is completely on me. I have been able to grow so much from that. And I'm still learning to do that. But I know that it has helped me grow immensely.
That is incredible.
In our relationship. Yeah. So
I didn't even know that.
It's not, this relationship is very give and take. Very give and take.
When you say give and take?
I'm giving, I'm also receiving. You are giving, you are also receiving.
Definitely. Then for sure that.
It is.
Because I'm receiving so much. Like what I'm receiving is so odd. Like it's so odd. I'm receiving patience. Like it's so odd because you're very patient with me and I'm receiving patience because the thing is, I know when I say this, it sounds cocky, but I do. I know what's going on. I can see it. It's like the sun in the sky. I can see the future, like in a flash. That's where we're going. I just know it. I can see it. I can feel it. It's there. I know it. And what I'm realizing too is as a projector, I'm picking up whoever's energy I'm around. So I know where you want to go. Is what it really is. It's like, I know this is it. Now, if I'm trying to get you to click into that, but that takes time.
Yeah.
So I have to let you come into your own realization of what it is you already were asking for in the first place.
Yeah. When you said that the other day, when you were like, the things that you've been projecting out and talking about, and you're like, that's coming from you. I'm like, dang. Yeah. And it's big, and it's like, how are we going to get there? But it's like, it is coming from me. Like, I feel that when you said it, I was like, yes.
That's coming from you.
It is.
It's coming from you.
And it's so funny. I don't know if we can keep this in, but just having a conversation. I was thinking the other day, like, if I'm going to dream big, it reminds me of when I thought, okay, if I can manifest anything, like as far as like relationship and thing, I'm just going to go for the whole thing. I want the partner who can build the business so we can have the money together and we're going to grow together. I want all the things. I'm not going to I just want someone to have at night. I just
who want the, ask for everything.
Yeah, I'm asking for everything in this one shot and I'm shooting the shot. And so I was thinking about the other day, I don't even remember what we were talking about, but I was thinking to myself, okay, if I'm going to manifest something, if I'm going to build up energy to ask for something, I'm going for world peace every time. Like, that's just where I immediately go to. It's not, I want to help a couple people and do a thing. It might start off as that, because you got to start the thing. You got to have bricks. Somewhere. But if I'm going to the top, that's where I'm going.
Yep.
That's the top thing. So it makes sense that the way that you've been projecting things out, it's like, that's where we're going. It's like, well, yeah, that makes sense.
Because it's your thinking.
Exactly.
And for whatever reason, I'm able to think very big. So it's like your energy field, it don't matter how small you think currently. I can see your bigger one.
Yes. And that's what blew me away the other night. When we were talking, it blew me away. And I was just, it took me over. The emotions completely took me over. Yeah. So it was like, wow, this whole thing is way bigger than we even can even
so much
see. I mean, you can see it, but bigger than we can see,
Yes. Yes, it's so
then we can
huge.
Realize, and it's just a beautiful thing.
Damn.
And I have so much appreciation for our relationship, for you, your past, your journey, my experience, and God, for real.
If it's any conclusion, it would be, one, you heard both of us say, when you love somebody, it's easy.
Yeah.
That's the first thing.
Yeah.
Because if without that, it's impossible, actually.
Yeah. The hard in a soul connection, it's very hard. It's extremely hard, actually. But it's just way easier than a not soul connection.
And if you're in a not soul connection, even the easy things are hard. Because you don't want to do them.
And you don't want to do them. Yeah.
You don't
but
wanna
the
do
hard,
'em.
I'll do any hard with you.
And people always talk about, you should be like this, you should be like that. No, they shouldn't. They're not like that because it's not who you're supposed to be with.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be like that. They should be exactly how they are.
Yeah.
They don't like you like that.
Yeah.
And you don't like them like that.
Exactly.
And that's the thing. So split up. But that's that future pace. It's like, yo, it'll take 8 years. I used to be able to see somebody's time frame. Like they would get together and I would be able to not predict when they would break up. I could pick it up.
Same. But I didn't know about when. I was like, you just don't go together.
Yeah.
And I could see it for myself. That's why I was single for so long. Because it's like, I'm not willing to do anything for you. I have to let you go.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense for me to hold on to someone. Even if that person was willing to do all the things for me, I'm not willing to do all the things for you. So I need to go.
And the second thing is, even with all of these situations and these challenges in me, right? A person who might think, damn, something is wrong with me. First of all, what's wrong with you is the perfect thing that's right with you. It's an advantage. I can't even explain it.
Yes.
It's always an advantage.
Yes.
Something is unbelievable. When there's something wrong with you, that's the thing. Double down on that. Something's good right there. Stay there. Because of whatever reason, I can't explain to you what it is or why right now because I don't know you. But if I did know you, I'll be able to detect it and tell you.
You know what? I'll tell you right now. It's law of polarity.
Definitely that.
It's law of polarity.
Because anything negative is equally positive. Always
That's the opportunity. If it looks so negative and it's so challenging, you go further into it with gratitude and appreciation and patience and understanding, the willingness to understand in a different way. It'll unlock so many doors for you.
It's the benefit.
Yeah.
So with that being said, if you know that to be true, the third thing is you need to get a system of learning how to practice law of attraction. You got to get it because I'm telling you, when you stick an idea in your medulla oblongata and it gets locked into your DNA, you're creating it. You do not know. I cannot create a woman and make her love me and then make her understand my brain and make her be a mental health professional and make her know that I'm autistic and I can't make her anything. Just think about that.
Yeah.
Like, just think about that.
Yeah.
With all of the things going on, as you can obviously see, ADHD, light level autism, projector, the way that I'm so direct, I can seem like an asshole, all of this stuff. If you are, everybody else would not want to be with me. Great. That means one person is perfect for me.
Absolutely.
That's how it works.
And I just knew when I would meet my person that I would just know.
Babe, I couldn't believe it. It was like so crazy the way you were so clear.
And I would just know. I just knew it. That's how hard I had the love of my life in my heart.
Babe, you recognized it immediately.
And we can say, like, you have all these challenges. I think you're just a very complex being. I mean,
That's
all
true.
humans are. You're just a complex being. And I'm very intelligent. So I need someone that I can't just read. Like, if I'm able to just see through you, then for me personally, there's nothing in that for me.
Yeah,
I'm just able to see through you. And it's like,
Yeah, I get
Cool.
it. And see, that's what I'm saying. Law of attraction create perfect matches.
Yep.
So if you like, I'm too this, I'm too tall, I'm too skinny, I'm too stupid, I'm too smart, I'm too educated, I'm too much. Whatever two you are, think you are, that doesn't matter. Law of attraction matches perfectly.
Yep.
Period.
Yeah.
Whatever is there is a perfect
There's a
match.
Yeah.
So just know that that's how it works. And you will skip over all of this extra thinking that does not matter.
Yeah. All that feeling bad and trying to change and be something else or regret being. And
It's pointless.
Yeah.
So number one, love conquers everything. Number two, I don't remember. And number three, law of attraction connects.
system. You said learn a system.
Yeah. Learn that law of attraction system is number three. But you just have to know who you are is a benefit.
Yeah.
Who you are is a benefit. And I could talk long time about that. Just learning your value. See, I want men to understand it, but that's another episode.
Ooh, yeah. On
That's
the
all
next
another
episode of Sacred Lovers Podcast.
We'll talk to the men and teach
Yeah.
them how to create value beyond their physical and
Yeah.
stuff, because we don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
We don't know how to do it. We have to become more complex beings. That's what we got to become.
Yeah.
We have to become complex because we are right now simpletons. Okay. And we will change that. Love y'all. But that's a good episode. That was very good.